Hey everyone, it's Ciate again. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to take a little bit of a break from my pan those eyeshadows so that I can focus on a couple different palettes in my collection. One that I've gotten fairly recently and I haven't gotten to spend a whole lot of time with, and that is the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker Palette. I've used this a few times and I absolutely love it, but I haven't given it as much love as it deserves, especially for the price that it was. But this is the palette itself. That was just the unit carton it comes in, and these shades are so good. So creamy and delicious. I think the amount of pressed pigments, which are technically not eye safe, but we're all like rebels here, so we're just going to use them on our eyes anyway. But as you can see, like a couple of my favorites are actually the ones that are not eyes, are all grouped together. So bubblegum, licorice, fuck, gumdrop, snack, dark red, and wet, orange juice, suck, cotton candy, bite me, cherry wet are all not intended for use around the immediate eye area. But those are like the best colors, so I already forgot a good chunk of what they are. But so bubblegum, I think these two, suck and licorice, these two right here, which I absolutely love, bite me, which is this purple one, this one called fuck, there's a few others, snack, gumdrop, I just stuck my fingers into them, these two right here, but they're all gorgeous colors. Oh no, snack. I know, went straight into that. Okay. And it's super soft, by the way. So that's easy to do, so be careful. But I do want to do a palette bingo using this palette. I think the lighting's kind of off. Give me a second to fix it better. Okay, so it's like half of it was in shadow. I do want to use this as a palette bingo today, and I think I'm going to pick 4 shades randomly and see what kind of eye look we can come up with. So let me pull up my phone, which is currently playing Tessa Violet as quietly as possible. So it's not on the screen, but I absolutely love her. Got to see her in Austin recently, which was great. My husband surprised me with tickets, so that was really fun. Let me see really quick. So I'm just gonna pull up the pretty random app. And how many shades are in here? I think it's like 24. Yes, 24. Also, I could have counted, but like, what? So there are 24 shades, and as you can see with the pretty random app, no matter what the component is, it's going to put 49 in that first slot. So we're gonna go ahead and just tap this 4 times. Let me see if my finger's in the right place. So that is shade 11. I need something to mark this down with. Okay, I can just play it back, right? Okay, 11. Is that light too bright? Is that better? Yes. Oh, and then my finger's all nasty. Yay. 9, right? 9, 24, and 12. So 9, 11, 12, and 24. 9, 11, 12, 24. Okay. So we'll just go right across the top here. Maybe I need to turn down the light now. I'll never figure this out, I swear. That's a little better. Okay. So 9 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is going to be Gumdrop, which is this beautiful like light purple shade. Good, you can see that. Really pretty. 11 is going to be Brain Freeze, which is this beautiful like light blue right there. You can see on my hand. Can you see it? Okay. And then right next to it is Jawbreaker, which is this really pretty like shimmer white. It's hard to pick up. It looks just like nothing on my hand, but there. It's really reflective, so. And then 24, which is this Lash shade right here, Delicious, which is a very deep purple. I'm gonna swatch it next to the other purple. Is it purple or navy? Kind of looks navy. That is an interesting color combo. So I'm gonna take a second to kind of see what I can come up with these, and then be right back. So I've been able to play with the palette for just a little bit, kind of like weighing out my options, and I'm sure there's like plenty, but I think the easiest one for me, because I'm not very talented, nor do I have the skill to do some of those like crazy looks, I'm just gonna go in with, I'm just gonna go into Brain Freeze first. And you know what, I'm gonna flip this back over and use the mirror on this, just because the mirror is huge. Oh no, I got it caught on my leg. So the mirror is like pretty big, like it goes around, imagine maybe like half an inch from the edge all around. The mirror's really good size. So I'm just gonna take Brain Freeze, and it actually is kind of powdery. Now that I've played with it a few more times, I don't know if you could see that, but like just kind of dipping into it. There's like a lot of powder that came off, which is kind of sad. So I don't know if you can see that. A lot of fallout. So beautiful color there. Like I've used it once before on my eyes. This is the second time I've dipped into that. I don't know if you can. It's a lot. So I'm just gonna go pretty high with this. It's very pretty. I'm gonna go super high. Should I just do both eyes at once? This looks like crazy. Do you remember that show? What was his name? Drew Carey. The Drew Carey show? And his coworker Mimi. Yeah, totally getting those vibes right now. See, that one looks a lot brighter. Maybe because I knocked off more of the shadow. She used to wear like blue from like her line all the way to her brow, and it was just like, whoa girl. Not to say that as a kid like I didn't try to do that with my makeup, so I felt her vibes. And I was just, look how much it left on the brush. It's fine. And then I'm going to take a less fluffy brush. It's not as fluffy, but a little bit more densely packed than that one. And I'm going to dip into the gumdrop here. I've used this one a few times just all over the lid because it's so pretty. And I love purples. I'm just going to go straight like over the lid. Like, it's hard to see on camera with the light. Maybe I can adjust the light a little bit, but it creates its own little like gradient because the shades are so close. So when they meet on the crease, it's kind of creating its own little like deepening effect, so that's nice. I'm gonna make it shimmer a little bit. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Jawbreaker on my pinky and then just like tap it over the purple. Nice little shimmer. I'm also afraid like if I just go like all in one go, like it's going to like insane. So I'm just trying to take a little bit at a time and then build it up if I have to. I think I did a little too much on that side. It's fine. Going with another finger because I saw like a little purple tint into that Jawbreaker shade, so don't want to be mixing my shades. So y'all are probably like, girl, you look crazy. I do. I'm aware. Let me clean this up just a tiny bit. So I want to go into Delicious now, which is this darker shade. I want to say it's navy. Is it navy? Is that how you described it? I have terrible eyesight, by the way. So like I looked at it, I was like, ooh, a purple. And I'm pretty sure it's navy, so sorry. I'm just going to take like an angled brush and I'm going to line my eyes. I think I did maybe a little too thick, but that's fine. Just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Ah, I got some on my eye. So I'm pretty sure you can hear it because it's a little loud and I probably should turn it down, but I'm listening to the podcast Rabbits. Oh no, I went too high. Huh. It's like kind of a investigative podcast where this girl's friend is missing and she's trying to look into the disappearance of her really good friend she's known since she was really little. And she's uncovering like this mystery of a game that's been played for like, it hasn't gone that far, but it sounds like this game's been played like for like centuries, and the people who play the game, mysterious things happen to them, and if they lose, it seems like they just mysteriously die. So she's investigating the disappearance of her friend and this game that she uncovers quickly after her friend disappears. But I've only listened to episode 2, so like a lot of what I'm saying is probably speculation, but it's been out for a while. I think it's only 1 season yet, but they announced the 2nd season last month, so soon, hopefully, fingers crossed, there's going to be a 2nd season. But if you've listened to the podcast the Black Tapes, it's the same people who made that, so it's all fictional, kind of based in like folklore and things that actually are real, but they're using like those things to kind of integrate into their storytelling, and the production value is like so good. It seems like an actual interview going on. They have like people come in and talk about the cases and different subjects. So I finished the Black Tapes and it was amazing. Rumors are that it's going to be turned into an actual TV show, which would be really cool because it was a great listen. So to be able to see some of those things, like visualize them, would be really, really interesting. But if you're interested into that kind of like paranormal investigation kind of podcast listen, like I recommend this group of people, because their production value is really good and the storytelling, it's on point. I approve of their storytelling. So I'm just going to take a tinier brush, and I've already dipped into Delicious again, and I'm going to go into my outer corner. Did I do too thick on one side? I feel like I did. It's fine. Where am I going today? Going back to the podcast though, the intro to the Black Tapes, I sing it a lot, and my husband is creeped out by it because it's kind of a creepy song, but it's really catchy, and I catch myself singing it sometimes, which is kind of terrifying. They also have another one, I think they did, all the Black Tapes was still being filmed, called Tanis, and I haven't really gotten into that one so much. I've listened to like little excerpts of it. Excerpts, right? That's a word. I didn't make that up. Okay. And it seemed interesting. I just haven't gotten into like actually listening and sitting down to play it. But this one, I don't know what drew me to it. I think it was one of my coworkers was like, oh yeah, that's from the people that made the Black Tapes. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's listen. So I've only started listening to it. I think episode 3 is about to play right now. So literally on episode 3, but so far it's like intriguing, and it's reeled me in. This side's darker. Me doing my makeup is literally just me trying to even things out, and then I get like these really bold looks, and it's not because I'm adventurous or good at makeup, it's just because I fucked up too many times and I need to fix it. So if like anywhere mildly impressed, like don't be, because it's not. This is just me messing up to an extent where I have to fix it again. I already messed up again, look. I'm gonna just... Did I fuck that up? I'm not wearing contacts right now, so like when I lean back too far, like I can see like there's color there, the detail's bad, so I'm gonna have to like do this a lot. I'm literally not gonna go anywhere today. I'm just gonna sit in our home until my husband gets here from work. So like this is just, I think that's okay. I need the light. It looks fine. I look like my eyes are tired, which they are. I've still been recovering from being sick. I actually had to go to the doctor from work. I had to leave work super early before I even made it to lunch to go to the doctor because I was experiencing vertigo, which I'd never experienced before, but I was talking to coworkers and they're like, yeah, that sounds like vertigo. You should probably go sit down. Got me some water, which I really appreciate them. They're amazing. And the people that I work with are just like top notch. But like I never experienced that before. I was getting like nauseous, and I was like trying to hold back throwing up, and it was just terrible. Got all clammy and gross, and I was like, I gotta go, guys. Like, I have to go to the doctor. And my husband, I feel so bad because he had to leave work too because I had the car. We're sharing a vehicle at the moment. So, like, I had the car, so I had to go drive to his work, and I was like, I think I'm dying. So with vertigo, I drove like 5 minutes to my husband's work. It's not very far. It's still probably not the best idea. But he ended up taking me to the doctor, and she was like, yes, you have vertigo. And of course, after doing some tests, making me pee in a cup, because if you have a uterus, no matter what your injury or discomfort is, you're probably pregnant. So you have to do that. Not pregnant, by the way. But yeah, so I had to experience all of that fun stuff before they would give me any sort of medicine. This is the final look. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I kind of feel like I didn't do Jawbreaker enough justice, so I'm going to put maybe a tiny bit, make sure my finger is clean before I dip into there, a tiny bit of that into the inner corner, just to see if that makes any of a difference. Oh, I think that's too much. Well, that's not too bad. That's fine. Do the same thing on the other side. I just get cross-eyed for a second. Alright, I think I kind of liked it with before putting that in. It kind of looks like I'm wearing something. I guess this is the final look now. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. What would you have done differently with these colors? They were, again, Brain Freeze, Jawbreaker. I just took my finger again. I'm so bad at that. Okay, so Gumdrop is the purple one. Brain Freeze, Jawbreaker. I just stuck my finger in it for a third time, and then Delicious down here in the corner, which is actually a navy, and I actually really like that on that outer corner to kind of deepen things up a little bit. It looked a little crazy for a second before I got that third shade in there, but I do like this. I think I would actually wear this to work, to be honest. So tell me what you think about it in the comments below, and also let me know if you've picked up the Jawbreaker palette and what you think about it. I really do personally love the colors. I've noticed they are a little bit powdery. There's some fallout when you dip your brush into them, but not so much like I'm gonna completely hate this palette. I do really enjoy how pigmented a lot of these are. So let me know what you think in the comments below as well, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.